G'day everyone, welcome back to another episode. If you're new to my channel, my name's John. I'm a wildlife photographer based here in the beautiful Aotearoa, New Zealand. Now when we think of bird photography, we think about real fast shutter speeds, freezing the action. Well, in this episode, I'm going to do the complete opposite. I'm going to slow it right down and do some slow shutter speed bird photography. So in this episode, we'll cover things like what are the best shooting conditions and time of day to try this technique, the shutter speeds that will give you the best results, I guess, in trying it, and also what backgrounds do we include in these images to really give that sense of motion. So to do this, we're going to head to a place with loads of birds. We're going to head up the coast to Muriwai and go see what we can capture. Let's go. Well, we've made it all the way out to Muriwai. Just got a quick glimpse just before all the birds. There's not as many as I thought, like they're just starting their migration back from Australia to New Zealand, but there's definitely enough here to try that slow shutter speed technique. And I guess just while we talk about that, I'll just touch base on kind of the weather conditions that you're wanting. So obviously, for the best results, you're wanting to shoot late into the evening or early morning when you've got lack of light for those faster shutter speeds. Or like what I've done, I've looked at the weather and tried to get here on an overcast day. So the sun's kind of intermittently breaking out, but it should be enough overcast conditions for us to try and slow that shutter speed down and get some nice images. So as you can see, the sun is blaring, so like anything with bird photography, you've got to be able to adapt and change your plan. So I'm going to go back to the standard shooting here, capturing or trying to freeze the action of these flying gannets. And then as that sun kind of starts to set a little bit later on this evening, we'll go back to the slow shutter speeds and see how we get on. Well, good morning everyone. Back out again today. Fingers crossed this morning we can get some of these nice slow shutter speeds. Still got probably about an hour before the sun's fully up. So we should have plenty of opportunities now to slow the shutter speeds down and see if we can capture some motion amongst the amazing colony. Righty, so we've still got a lack of light at the moment, which is fantastic for this slow shutter speed photography. So what I'm currently doing, I've got myself on my tripod, got my camera out, and we're just watching the birds as they kind of come off the cliffs and heading out to sea for their morning fish. So I'm trying to get some flying shots, and I've slowed the shutter speed down. With this technique, it's really hit and miss. So you've just got to try your best just through going through your settings here and seeing what the best shutter speeds work. So I'm currently anywhere between 1/10 of a second right through to 1/80th of a second, and just trying different varieties from that real painterly look where you can only just make out it's a bird through to trying to freeze the face and get the wingtips blurring. But it's a fantastic technique, and if you haven't tried it, I really do recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to get some different photos when the light's not quite there for freezing the action. So I'm currently trying a technique called panning. So that's a slow shutter speed. I'm shooting at 1/30th of a second, f6.3 ISO 100. And what I'm trying to do here is actually pick up a bird early in its flight, tracking it with my auto-eye tracking, and trying to match the speed of that it's flying, and obviously then taking the photos, trying to give that sense of motion as it flies. Now, if you can incorporate things like backgrounds, messy backgrounds in it, it really helps accentuate that sense of movement. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Great early morning when the light's still really dull and quite hard to get nice hard static shots. So it's a great fun technique to try. So waiting for a bird to come in, there's one coming in now, and we're going to follow its path and rattle off some shots. Righty, so I think we're going to head off now. It's been a fantastic couple of days away behind the camera and trialling new techniques that I've never really tried before. So the slow shutter speed photography is something I'm going to definitely incorporate now into my everyday kind of shooting. So when the light isn't quite right for getting those nice beautiful static shots, I'm definitely going to keep practicing and working by slowing those shutter speeds down and trying different techniques from the panning all the way through to just portrait photos with a long exposure and just to really encapsulate that motion. So I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me. Yeah, and hopefully if you have liked the content, you can hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you all again at the next one.